select your character.
Hold on, Froggy. I'm coming. What? Froggy, is that you? You're looking kinda weird, good buddy. What's up with the tail? Hey, wait a minute! You swallowed my lucky charm! Come back here! What's wrong with you? Something's not right. We've always been friends. For years. Froggy! Wait up! Oh dear.
And that, everybody, is the gist of basically of what is happening in Big Story. So, you know, Big over here is looking for Froggy. You know, Froggy's like kind of like possessed by Chaos right now because Froggy ate Chaos's tail. So basically, Chaos is controlling Froggy, and Froggy is basically like, you know, kind of possessed. And there he is, you know, there's his tail. He doesn't usually have a tail, so he's going to the sewers. And then Big's like, oh nah, bro, my homie's going to the sewers, bro. I gotta go over there. Like, there he is, bro. So let me walk my cat over there. Since I'm a cat, I'm walk over there. Dang, bro, I heard someone go under this black car right here, going to the sewers. Like, what you doing under that car? What's wrong, bro? But like, bro, like, you think a little car is gonna stop Big? Like, bro, this dude is built, bro. This dude can literally lift. Oh my god, you saw the way he lifted that, bro? I know, I don't even know how much he can bench, but look at that, bro. So he goes over here in the sewers. And you know, in this sewers for Big, it takes him to Twinkle Park instead of going to that elevator because, you know, obviously Big is too big for that, well, no pun intended. So he has to go to the sewers to go to Twinkle Park. So Big's whole thing is that he fishes. It's literally just a fishing sim. That is Big Story. That is Big Story. Just constantly fishing for Froggy. And I kid you not, this took me so long at first. So yeah, you know, this was me when I finally figured out how to fish and, you know, rim Froggy in. But I was struggling for so long. I wish Big Story showed a time limit, but it didn't. But it would have been very high, I guarantee you. So, you know, Cream, as always, you know, there she is. That would be his partner later in Sonic Heroes. But, you know, she drops the thingy for the ice cap zone. So obviously you go over there to Mystic Ruins through the train. So basically, you go to the train. Big goes to the train. I don't know how he can fit there. He can't go through the elevator, but he can go into a train. Interesting. But yeah, he goes to Mystic Ruins and he goes over to the little tunnel, which would normally lead you to the, you know, Angel Island. But, you know, before that is the ice cap zone. So he goes over here to his little door. He drops it in his little like pedestal thingy, and it opens the door for us. And yeah, it's the ice cap zone. So it's just another fishing sim for Big. You know, this is like his little power up. So basically, so he doesn't sink. It's like a little floaty. It's basically a floaty. So yeah, he basically floats like that on water. So that's cool. And yeah, Big going to the ice cap zone. And yeah, so basically there's like this little crack. You know, I was like looking all around, you know, because I was like, bro, where's the water at? But yeah, so I was just going up here. There's basically some rings and some extra life up there. But yeah, this little crack right here is, you just gotta open this crack right here, you stomp on it, and since we had the life belt, we can just go up. But as you saw, there's Froggy down there. So all we gotta do is just fish them out. Fish them out, really. That's it. So yeah, it might take a few little tries, you know, once you get the hang of it, you know, because this little guy can be stubborn, and he finally grabs onto the bait for once. Man, this probably took a while. Maybe it didn't take as long as the first one because I was still learning, but you know, still probably took a decent amount of time. So yeah, I'm just, you know, rimming. What's the word when you're fishing? Like, and you're like pulling them up. I'll just say he was pulling them up. You know, so yeah, that's what he's doing. We got rid of the second level, the second stage for Big Story. He got Froggy. So Froggy is constantly running away even after we catch him. So right here, he is running over here, and then there's Tails. And Tails is like looking at Froggy, like he's holding Froggy. He's like, wow, this frog's got like a tail. Like, look at this guy. And I'm pretty sure this happened in Tails' story as well. That I remember this, it uploaded a few months ago. So yeah, but yeah, there's Big's like, oh yo, what are you doing, bro? Give me back my frog. Like, you know, it's like, dang, bro, causing a whole big commotion because that's his homie, bro. That's his homie. He's gonna slide for his homie any day of the week, bro. You know what I mean? So there's Froggy right there, you know, dipping, bro, just jumping out of Tails' hands. And Big's like, what am I gonna do? Like, bro, this dude is innocent, bro. This dude has nothing to do with the main story that's going on, bro. Like, literally, he just wants to, like, save his homie, bro. He just wants to be with his homie. But his homie is possessed by chaos, and that is how he is connected to the whole main story of Sonic Adventure. So, yeah. Now there's Sonic. You know, I guess this is like in a part of Sonic's story and Amy's story, you know, when Zero kidnaps Amy and is taking her to the Mystic Ruins. And I think actually the egg carrier, she gets taken to the egg carrier. But yeah, so Big just pulls up over there. You can see there's Froggy. He's just hopping around, basically taunting Big, bro. Like, obviously, like I said, it's chaos possessing him. So, you know, not really Froggy's conscience that's doing this. It's just chaos and like chaos's needs. He basically wants to give Tails his tail back, and I think Froggy swallowed a Chaos Emerald in the process. So I believe something like that. But yeah, so you know, these things can kill Big. So basically, just I remember dying, or Froggy dying actually. I think I was like rolling or pulling Froggy up, and I think like twice, and they killed Froggy. You know what I mean? So I was like, okay. So I had to pull over there and I have to kill him with my fishing rod, that little, you know, the monkey thing. I forgot what they're called. But yeah, just pulling Froggy up, and you know, after I killed that thing, you know, it was pretty straightforward, pretty easy. You know, once I got Froggy hooked, it was pretty easy, pretty easy for Big. You know, so this is the part of Gamma's story. This is the beginning of Gamma's story. Gamma, he snatches Froggy from Big, because you'll see later, you'll see in the next episode, because Gamma's actually in the next episode. So yeah, Big is like, bro, he just stole my homie, bro. So he's like following Gamma. He's like, bro, give me my friend back, I'm begging you, bro. What's going on? And then so Gamma, he goes to the egg carrier, and he takes Froggy to the egg carrier. You know what I mean? So that's the whole thing right there. And I believe this is before he goes and saves Amy from the cell, you know, in Amy's story. So Big, he somehow makes it there. I guess he follows Gamma into the egg carrier. So it's like, Froggy, where you at, bro? This place doesn't look familiar to me at all. Because obviously, bro, like, this is his first appearance, I'm pretty sure. Like, bro doesn't know about Eggman or any of this stuff. He just wants to slide for his homie. But, you know, obviously, Chaos, you know, he's with Eggman and all this stuff. And, you know, Gamma took Froggy and all this stuff. So yeah, so basically you want to go to the hot chamber. What is it called? The hot springs? Hot shelter, that's what it's called. Yeah, I believe I think we went here as Amy as well. So yeah, basically it's like a low-key, it's like kind of like a regular level. You just dash and do all these things, and once you get to over here, this is the place where we're gonna be fishing. So basically we just want to click this little button. Okay, so look, all around, that's the water. He's basically in a tank, right? Like he's in the little tank. Eggman's got him captured there. So there's that little button in the middle. Big, all he's gotta do is press that button, and it releases all the water. It rolls down the glass, and yeah, you see that the water goes down. The water goes down, and once the water goes down, you know, Froggy's in that water. So obviously from there, you can just fish. You can just fish Froggy out. So yeah, that's basically what's going on here. So Big, I don't think this took me that long at all, actually. So yeah, It wasn't that bad. I believe besides the part of like going to this little area, I think this was actually pretty easy. So yeah, it's got Froggy. You can be on this little area right here and just fish him out. And he's the only thing there, the only animal there. So it's not like you can fish something else out. So that's good. So yeah, I know my homie Michael. He wanted to see this fishing sim, so he's seen the fishing sim in this episode. So yeah, now we got Tikal's spirit right here, and now Big is wrapped up into the whole lore of Sonic Adventure. He's in the lore now. He's in the lore. You know, he's now in the lore. So he's in the ruins. This is the old altar. This is Angel Island. This is the altar where the Master Emerald's at. You see all the all that stuff.
Is it all right for me to be here? So do you trust me? So these are the 7 emeralds. Could it be? The servers are the 7 Chaos Emeralds, unified by one that is the controller. The 7 Chaos, the controller itself. Could this be the emerald that controls the 7 Chaos?
So yeah, that, you know, Big's in the lore now. Big's in the lore. Like, Big's like, I don't like the looks of this place, bro. I'm just a cat, bro, just chilling in the Mystic Ruins, you know, forest, bro. Like, I'm like, why am I here? So, oh, if something happens now, there's no point in my freedom. I don't know who would bother to save us both. Yeah, like, bro, like, Loki's kind of sad, bro. This bro doesn't have any friends except Froggy, bro. Like, bro, all using this egg carrier alone. He just wanted to help his homie, bro. So yeah, it's an emergency alert. So, you know, basically, this is in the point of everybody's story where the egg carrier is, you know, crash landing, is crashing, and it's descending. So Big goes on this little monorail, and this takes you up to the ship, the top of the ship. So yeah, that is what Big does. He goes up into the egg carrier, and he goes on the very, very top. So he's gonna try to escape. He's trying to look for the place to escape. So, oh, that blue tornado looks useful. But as you can tell, this is the part of everybody's story. Well, I believe it was Sonic and Knuckles besides Big. You know, and this is Chaos right here. This is Chaos, bro. This is like the fight where they, you know, the fight before, you know, the egg carrier crashes. So yeah, that's what's going on here. Like, Big pulls up, like, and then Eggman's like, I see her trying to escape. I'm right on time. Chaos, grab him and that frog. Like, bro, what did Big do, Eggman, bro? Why you got beef with this guy, bro? Like, oh yeah, don't forget the Chaos Emerald, bro. So basically, Froggy's still possessed by Chaos, so he's like, oh snap, I gotta get my tail back. So, you know what? I'm going over there. See you later. Oh, and there you go. He's swallowed the Chaos Emerald. He has the Chaos Emerald, and you spit it out. So there he is. He gives the Chaos Emerald because he's possessed. He gets the second Chaos Emerald because Eggman gives it to him, and then that's Chaos's form right there. So yeah, and Eggman's like, all right, now for the frog. And then yeah, look, the frog is possessed by your tail. Once you get your tail, you'll be complete and ultra strong. So yeah, like I said, Froggy's possessed, and boom, he goes inside of Chaos, and once he does that, he gets his tail back. So Froggy goes in there, and he's basically swimming in there. He's swimming in chaos. I don't care how wrong that sounds, that's literally what's happening, as you can see. But yeah, you know, he goes in, and yeah, and now Big is like, oh man, I gotta help. And then their Sonic pulls up, and he's like, oh man, look what's going on, unbelievable. You know, Sonic, you know, he fights obviously as well. So yeah, Sonic's like, or Eggman's like, I gotta go, I gotta dip, yeah. And then Big's like, Froggy, I'll save you. Don't worry, pal. Like, bro. And then Sonic's like, oh, he's your friend, huh? Big's like, I bet, yeah. No sweat. I'll get on back. Watch me. And like, bro, they're homies now. They're homies now. Just from like that, they're homies now. So yeah, it is time for Big. This is Big. He gets a boss fight. You know what I mean? It's not like he really defeats Chaos. He more just fishes Froggy out. But yeah, here's what's gonna go on. We got a boss fight with Big. We'll take what we can get. Obviously, you can't fight anything with the fishing rod, but he does his best. And this is the best that the developers that can give Big for a boss fight. So yeah, you just gotta lock on basically Froggy. You can't lock on actually, but you know, you gotta just try your best to accurately hit him and reel him in. Well, you don't reel him in. You just gotta hit him with the fishing hook. And once Froggy bites onto it, boom, you win, because you just got Froggy out. So yeah, that's Big's boss fight against Chaos, I believe 6. Yeah, I think. You can rewatch the videos. I'll rewatch it later too for a fact check. But yeah, he's like, alright, bet, I got Froggy. And then Sonic's like, I'll handle this from there. And then Big's like, alright, bet, like, let's get out of here, little buddy. And then he goes to the blue tornado that's crashed, as if you can remember from Sonic and Tails' story, when they crash onto it from the Sky Chase because they didn't have the landing gear on. So Big's like, alright, like, I don't know anything about all this, but you know, I mean, it's like, I'll give it a try, bro. Like, doesn't look too hard, right? And you know, the egg carrier, it explodes and it crashes and all that stuff, you know. Tails ends up helping Amy out. Knuckles, he glides off, and then Sonic, you know, I forgot what happened with Sonic. Yeah, that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode, y'all. I'll see y'all in the E102 Gamma story.